Take 7. I'm losing count. Hi everyone, I'm Mike here. You know how Jev allows people to self-promote on his Discord? Well, I asked permission to self-promote myself peeling oranges, which he allowed me to do so. Very nice of him. Before I show you how to peel an orange properly, can I give you a bit of background on how it got to be such a good orange peeler? I was born in England. My mother's Irish, my dad's English. We grew up in England. I actually left for Australia when I was 1. But my family, probably as it is today, there aren't too many orange trees growing in England due to the weather. And when we came to Australia, they were very shocked to see the very first orange tree. So I guess the love of oranges started from there. We got our own orange tree in our own backyard. What is it? Not privacy. Totally fucked this up. What's the word? Luxury. Yeah, luxury. Something starting with a P. Anyway. Take 8. So we got our own orange tree in our own backyard. Pure luxury. So as a young boy, I would grow up with plenty of oranges growing on the tree, pretty much the size of that, maybe if not bigger, because it was our own private tree. You know, commercial orange trees generally will grow a smaller orange, probably to get more, sell them on quick. But we're pretty big oranges, and so I grew up learning how to cut an orange, as exciting as that is, you know. Yeah, so these days there are modern things like this, which I found in a shopping centre they were promoting. And apparently these, I've never used it, apparently these do cut an orange. But you can see the cutting tip right there, which is the key point to cutting an orange. So if I may, well, first of all, I'll show you something. Bugger, I've used my chopping board for dinner tonight. Let's see what I've got here. Oops, Wi-Fi don't want me using that. I won't be using that. Bugger. No. I'm going to have to edit this bit as well. Stuff it, we're going to use a normal board. Hopefully it's in view. Now for me, being what I would consider an expert orange cutter, I find it, and sorry, another bit of history. When I was younger, I played soccer, and half time they would bring out some oranges, but they would cut up in sections, and I found that very awkward. So to me, what I'm about to do is probably the first time in my life I've ever done it, because to me it's blasphemy to cut an orange, if you can see it, right down the guts. How do you get that with all the skin around it? All right, and then we cut it again, and that's probably what I would get as a young boy, you know, to oh, that's ugly. You know, I wish I had a banana. It's a bit like slicing a banana in sections and handing it. Why don't you peel it and cut it up if you had to? So to me, that's, it's blasphemy. So I'm going to show you how to peel an orange properly. So the tool I had, that tip there is the key piece. That's about the thickness of an orange skin, which is about maybe 5 millimeters or ½ centimeter deep. It's generally how thick an orange skin is. I just use a knife, but I hold it almost like a pen. Alright, so if I had a texter, oof, Here we go. Here we go. Now, this is like maybe surgery or, you know, breast augmentation. You've got to use the texture to explain. So I'll show you where. So that's the very top of the orange where the branch, you know, would hang. So I would start, oh bugger, it's not working. Oh, you can just see it. But I would start by cutting a circle around the top, which is like the eolia or whatever it's called, nipple. And then proceed to cut down to the center. About every eighth. So you're going to do, oh, maybe not every eighth, every 20%, every 5. You're going to do about 5 sections down. So imagine this texture, which is pretty poorly sighted, is like the knife. And that's pretty much what I would do. So I'll just put that away. I will cut very roughly an orange like that, right down to that center. So I'll do that now. So again, holding it like a pen, and about the same as this little novelty gadget, I will begin to slice the orange around. That was quite rough. Normally I'd sort of hold it against my body to stabilize it. I've got to find that seam now. There we go. Cut it around. Generally try and meet the other end. Now before I actually pull that apart, I will then begin to, at that point of where you've cut, slice down. So I'll do that again in case you missed it. Look for that seam and slice down. And again, look for that seam and slice down. Slice down. Slice down. So now we've got that circle and the segments pretty much cut on the orange. So the orange segments and the juice are still safely intact. They haven't been cut in half and people confused on what to do. It's still intact. So again with the knife, be careful you don't cut yourself. I will then follow that seam around and pray to God I haven't actually cut in too deep. And just begin to lift it. It's pretty much lifted enough for my fingers to get in. Make sure you got clean fingers. And run your finger around right up to that bit. And then try your hardest to, I've just ripped it. But anyway, that section is off. And you can see there, I have just cut a bit deep there. From there, you can begin to peel the other sections down. Not every orange is the same. Some oranges misbehave and the orange begins to rip out with the